morning guys. So today is Sunday and I announced that I was going to do the fitness modelling competition yesterday. So I did my first win today and I am sitting at 53.6, which is actually down from like beginning of lockdown when I was like 57 I think. But my stage weight is normally around like 49 to 51. So I've got a couple of kilograms to go, but I want to try and maintain that muscle mass. And in quarantine it has been obviously a little bit difficult to train weights, so I'm going to adjust my program and probably get some resistance bands, because you definitely can train like pretty effectively with them. And as you've seen, I've got like my 2 dumbbells. I mean, they're better than nothing, they're not that heavy. But if I can add like a resistance band in, then that's going to be really beneficial. I'm just making my coffee as usual. It is like 4 AM, it is early for a Sunday. But I just can't sleep in, I just can't. And then I'm going to do my journaling, and then I'm going to have quite a productive day today. Just getting stuff done, and maybe I'll do like a full day instead of just the morning routine. But I will check in with you guys later.
Wake up alone, your fans are closed. Reach for something that you're not. Oh, you need to calm down, honey.
Just about to get off on my walk. Got my gym, not really gym gear, just my morning walk gear on, and probably be an hour walk. I need to actually get a couple of things from the supermarket on the way back. Nothing exciting, things like lure. And I will see you guys when I get back. Back from my grocery haul, and yeah, it's like 6:30 I think in the morning, and I thought I'd show you guys what I got. So it's kind of the beginning of my bikini prep series, and I thought it would be nice for you guys to see the kinds of things that I'll be eating, I guess, throughout. So maybe you get some inspiration, or if you're thinking of competing yourself, you get some ideas. And it's kind of like a midway shop, because I normally do like 2 or 3 midway shops each week, just because I find it difficult to carry too much from the supermarket. But there's a lot of like protein and some vegetables, and yeah, I'll just show you. So I'd say this would probably last me like 3 or 4 days, and I have got a couple of other things in my fridge, and I will run you through it. So the first thing I got was 2 ribeye steaks, because I don't really eat at the moment that many carbohydrate, just not for any particular reason, because there's nothing wrong with carbs, but as soon as I eat them I always feel really hungry. So I've kind of switched my diet a little bit to more like protein, which I already had, but also higher fat. So I got like a nice marbling within the steak, and then I got salmon. I got 4 salmon fillets because I have salmon quite often at the moment. I got eggs, so I got a pack of 12, because I normally have like 3 of those a day for my breakfast with some cheese. Cheese I got was Parmesan. Last week I had pecorino, and oh my god, it was so salty that I don't think I'll have that again in a while. And then I got some feta, so this can kind of go on like the salmon, or yeah, like tofu I got as well. I don't normally get this, but I actually got this last week because I'm really off chicken. I can't eat chicken and like mince at the moment, because I think I had a bit of a dodgy like mince experience about a week or 2 weeks ago, and it's really put me off. And then chicken, I don't know what it is, I just can't eat it at the moment. I just don't feel like eating it, so I'm quite intuitive with my eating. If I don't want it, then I won't have it. And then I got coffee pods, so 20, they're on offer, they're like £4, they're like £5.50. And then vegetables, I got mushrooms, I did remember broccoli today, and courgettes. And I quite like to kind of saute them and have them as like a side with the meat or the fish that I have. And lastly, quite often when I go to the supermarket I get one of these, they're really tasty, Millionaire Squares salted caramel, but they are all like natural ingredients. And that was my food shop. So that will, as I said, take me probably like 3 or 4 days to get through that. And it is fairly high protein and then higher in fat. I do just find if I get sugary foods I really crave things, and I'm not a massive sweet person anyway, so I don't like have a massive sweet tooth, I guess, but I prefer just not to have them since I'm starting this prep series. And yeah, I try and go for like whole natural foods. That's it really. So I'll probably, if I do another grocery haul this week, then I will, yeah, I'll let you guys know, and I will film this as well, just so you know exactly what I'm kind of like eating and what we're dealing with that situation. But I hope you guys enjoyed that little, maybe I'll try and do some recipes for that. There's nothing too exciting because, as you can see, it's literally meat and veg and some tofu and eggs, and yeah. So it's quite plain, because I only cook for myself, and if I'm cooking for other people or I'm going out, then I like, you know, a nice elaborate meal. But I think for myself I prefer to just keep it quite simple, and I'm always busy doing things, so I don't have that much time to spend ages kind of slaving in the kitchen at the moment. But that was it really.
To calm down, honey. You need to calm down, honey. You need to calm down, down, down,
down. This is my meal one. So this is basically what I have every day: scrambled egg with cheese. It's 3 eggs and I don't know, probably like 30 grams of cheese. I normally have parmesan or pecorino. To be fair, like I've had pecorino the last week and it's a bit too salty for me, so I think I'm gonna have to switch back to parmesan. But it keeps me full for quite a long time, and my diet at the moment is mainly like high protein and like then a mixture of vegetables and things. Sorry, I'm squinting because it's really bright. But that is it, if you're wondering what I eat first thing.
I know how you feel up in there. You'll get there, I know you will. I know that you don't like your hair, but I think it's beautiful. We just need to calm down.
So I just got back from town because I had to grab a couple of things from, well, actually I had to go to the post office, not actually grab anything, but I did grab one of my favourite coffees, and actually this is very close to where I live, so I am so lucky. What I'm going to do is I'm going to have this coffee. I might actually watch a motivational video, you know, because I want to really be in the zone for like training, because I haven't done nearly as much weight training as I would have wanted over the last like, I know, 12 weeks in quarantine. So I really want to get back into that. Obviously I need to for my competition. So this will be like my pre-workout. I never actually take like pre-workout. Oh my god, it looks so good. Look. Hang on. Oh. Okay, it doesn't look as good as it did when they first made it. But I'm very lucky. It's literally like 30 seconds from where I live. So it doesn't even get cold, and oh, it smells so good. So yeah, I'm gonna basically have this and then train and then have lunch, and I will show you guys that I'm gonna have lunch, and I am gonna be buzzing for this workout today, so I'm really excited. You know what, I'm actually wearing casual clothes once. Well, kind of semi-casual. It's like half gym underneath the casual. But when I do actually go into town, sometimes I do actually wear like semi-casual clothes. It's very unusual actually. Let me know if you also have this gym problem. Like, you might as well just live in gym gear the whole time. You know, you train, you're in your house.
Quarantine
yeah, it's not worth
life.
anymore, to be honest. Anyway, that is me rambling on, so I am literally going to have this because otherwise it's going to get cold and it's going to be super sad. And then crack on with training. Woohoo! I thought while I was having my coffee I would share with you guys some tips and tricks to help you kind of training, or it helps me training, and hopefully they'll be a bit useful for you. The first thing I do is I like to have a training journal. So this is actually something physical, and so I know exactly what I'm focusing on in that session. Just means that I don't have to then look at like social media and things like that. You know, as soon as I start playing my phone, then I'm more tempted to go down that kind of route, take longer rest periods than I need to, and obviously I don't really want to be doing that. So training journal really helps me stay on track. I use Moleskine. I also use this in my journaling, but it's a separate journal, so it's like brand new, which is really nice. And because obviously it's the beginning of a new prep, I like to just start everything as I mean to kind of go on. And yeah, I just document like weights and things. Normally if I was in the gym, obviously I wouldn't be trying to progress them, even though my weight would probably be coming down, so it might get a bit more difficult towards the end. But because I've only got limited equipment at home, it might just be a case of like adjusting the rep ranges, the sets, doing more sets, going to failure, things like that instead. So my training is going to be slightly different, but that really helps me. And then also I make sure that I have a really good playlist. At the moment I'm listening to 8D music, like it is literally a game changer. It's so good. It's like the surround sound music, and I like to not just listen to music even though I'm working out in my room, like playing on my laptop, whatever. I find listening to headphones is better because it gets me more into like that kind of state of focus, because I don't have all the distractions. I mean, not that there's any distractions kind of going on where I live, but still it just helps me kind of get into the zone. So they're kind of like the top things. Sometimes I listen to like motivational videos before training, like when I'm having my coffee. Coffee is my pre-workout of choice. I never take like a proper pre-workout like the ones you buy, just because I don't really see the point in taking them. And that tastes so good, so I don't want to have any more caffeine from other sources because I love coffee. You know what guys, I am so super excited to train today. I'm literally like buzzing after that coffee. So we are gonna get into weights. Yeah, how exciting! So I've got to say that was like such a good workout. Like it was a very good but sweaty workout. So I'm just gonna have a quick shower and then I will make some lunch. I've just had a very quick shower. and it got changed. I didn't bother washing my hair because I didn't normally wash it all the time because it's so long. And for lunch I'm gonna have tofu, this stuff, with veg, so broccoli and mushrooms, and probably some peas as well. And then I'm gonna fry it, probably not in any oil because I've got a non-stick pan. That is a good tip when you're like cutting. Like obviously to reduce calories you can just choose a non-stick pan. And then I'm gonna add some feta to it for taste basically, and probably a bit of salt, although this is quite salty so that should be okay. So I'll show you the finished product. And my legs are literally like shaking. That was actually a really good leg session. Have like a good leg pump on, you can't really sit.
We need to calm down, honey. We need to calm down, down. We just need to calm down, honey.
So as you can see I use like half a pack of tofu, for about 50 grams I would have thought of the feta, broccoli, a little bit of mushroom because not that much would fit in the pan, and then I put on mustard sauce, and that Frenchie's mustard sauce is really good because it's like really low calories and it's really flavoursome. It's literally just like spirit vinegar, water, mustard seeds, salt, turmeric. So again, at this point I'm not really tracking calories. I'm sure I probably will in the next like maybe couple of days or weeks, but I just want to kind of see how it goes with just seeing what I feel like, just upping my protein a little bit, as I said, quite high protein, and then just vegetables to kind of fill it out a little bit, and then quite a lot of cheese. But that's it really. I'll show you when it's cooked. I know what I was going to say. So you can get all these like 0 calorie sauces, but they do tend to give me headaches because they normally have artificial sweeteners and stuff in. So I quite like that sauce, and also there's like Frank's hot chili sauce, which is good as well because that's like literally I think chili and then a bit of salt as well, and they're very low calories. But as well as that, a really good kind of thing you can do is use herbs and spices, and they don't really add any calories obviously, and they just make the food taste a little bit more flavourful. They're the kind of like main things I'd normally do when I'm on prep, which would be different, you know. If I wasn't on prep I wouldn't really be thinking about that. I'd just be kind of adding things, I guess, quite liberally. But that's the main kind of difference. That is my meal 2 of the day, so I'll probably have another like 2 meals later on. Again, both high protein and then like vegetables and like fats to fill it out.
We need to calm down.
I know the other thing I was going to say. So, water, key in prep. I'm trying to drink at least like 2 litres a day. So that means more than I usually have, because I'm always really good for my glass of water like first thing in the morning before I have my coffee, and then I kind of forget. So it's just like try and get it in as much as possible. And one thing that does help is if you have like a 1 litre or 2 litre water bottle, because then that kind of reminds you of how much you've already drunk during the day. So I should probably use that tip myself. Just returned back from my walk, a little bit windswept. It's very windy outside. So I met up with one of my best friends in Oxford, and then one of my friends, my PT friends, who's leaving, which is really sad. But it was nice to see them before they went, and we went on like a good, nice long walk. So I got my steps in today, having a glass of water because I'm really thirsty. And I'm gonna cook my 3rd meal of the day. So I'm gonna have salmon and veg for my 3rd meal, and then I'll have 1 more meal after that. Probably steak for my last meal, I think. So again, I'll show you guys what I'm cooking up. So that is the salmon. I got broccoli, peas, and I've got to admit I'm a little bit lazy. I do chop my veg often on the plate that I'm going to use, because because it saves washing up, and when you're living on your own, like, it's nice just to wash up minimally. And then I'm gonna grate some parmesan on the top. And I've also decided that my last meal will be steak and green beans because I've got them both. Probably with some butter as well. That, ooh, kind of dropped my phone, camera. That is meal 2, meal 2, meal 3. I've got to say that is literally like my favourite meal. Salmon, which is my favourite, broccoli, which is my favourite, parmesan, which is my favourite, peas I love. Prep life, eh? So I just finished that meal and I think I'm going to end the vlog there. So I have got one more meal to have tonight, and then just got a little bit of work I want to do this evening, and I'll probably do a little bit of like reading, and that is pretty much my day. So I hope you've enjoyed that vlog. If you have, please subscribe to my channel, give it a thumbs up, and I will see you for my next video.